Back. Now you have to open your science book page number 194. Now I am going to discuss from here. After compiling the result of above two activities, think if there is any relationship between the amount of available water and the number and variety of plants and animals that can live in a given area. If there is a relationship, where do you think you would find a greater variety and abundance of life in a region that receives 5 centimeter of rainfall in a year, or a region that receives 200 centimeter of rainfall in a year? Okay, you have to find the answer of this one question also, where you will find the number of variety of animals and plants in 5 centimeter rainfall or in 200 centimeter rainfall. Find the map showing rainfall pattern in the atlas and predict which states in India would have the maximum biodiversity and which would have at least. Can we think of any way of checking whether the prediction is correct? Okay, and in which state there is maximum biodiversity in India, and in which state there is a lesser biodiversity in India? Can we think of any way of checking whether the prediction is correct? The availability of water decides not only the number of individuals of each species that are able to survive in a particular area, but it also decides the diversity of life there. Means availability of water not decide the individuals or species, okay, who are surviving in a particular area. They also decide the diversity, because diversity is totally depend upon the how much number of organisms are surviving there. Of course, the availability of water is not the only factor that decide the sustainability of life in a region. Other factors like temperature, nature of soil also matter, but water is one of the major sources which determine life on land. Means if there will be others factor like soil and temperature and air that also matter for the diversity, availability of diversity in given area, but water is the main resource that determines the life on land, because without water life is not possible on earth. Next topic, that is water pollution. Means we will discuss about water pollution, those pollutants who cause pollution in water. Okay, water dissolve the fertilizers and pesticides that we use on our farms. Means in water, fertilizers and pesticides that we are using for crops in our daily life, so some percentage of these substances are washed into water bodies and कुछ percentage इन्हां pesticides ਦੀ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਦੀ कित्थे जाती है, वाटर बॉडीज़ के जाती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रिवर्स, लेक्स, सीवेज फ्रॉम आवर टाउन्स, वेस्ट वाटर फ्रॉम आवर टाउन्स, फ्रॉम आवर सिटीज़ एंड वेस्ट फ्रॉम फैक्ट्रीज ऑल्सो डम्प्ड गोज इनटू द रिवर्स और इनटू द लेक्स. Specific industries also use water for cooling in various operations and later return this hot water to water bodies. And from specific industries, they are using cooling water for various purposes, but they are returning hot water into the water bodies. Okay, that is one of the water pollution. Another manner in which the temperature, the water in river can be affected is when the water is released from dams, and water temperature is also affected when water released from the dams. The water inside the deep reservoir would be colder than the water at the surface which get heated by the sun. Why? Because जेड़ा वाटर नीचे होएगा सब तो बॉटम ते that is colder, but जेड़ा surface ते होएगा that is heated by sunlight. All this can affect the life form that are found in these water bodies in various ways. It can encourage the growth of some life forms and harm some life forms. This affect the balance between the various organisms which had been established in that system. So we use the term water pollution to cover the following effect. Means some colder water, some hot water, and these water bodies also affect to life forms who are surviving in water, like plants. Some of the animals are also living inside the water, some of the fish is also living. Okay, now first is the addition of undesirable substances to water body. These substances could be fertilizer and pesticides used in farming, or they could be poisonous substances. Okay, that undesirable जेडे ना use वाले जेडे substances are, for example fertilizer, pesticides, insecticides, if we will go through into the water, then that could be poisonous for the life forms like mercury salt, which are used by the paper industries. Okay, and mercury that is very harmful. Okay, these could also be disease causing organism like the bacteria which cause cholera. Okay, second, the removal of desirable substance from water bodies. Dissolved oxygen is used by the animals and plants that live in water. Any change that reduce the amount of this dissolved oxygen would adversely affect these aquatic animals. If that oxygen animals and plants are using which is dissolved in water, if that oxygen is affected due to the water pollution, then biodiversity also affected. Okay, other nutrients could also be depleted from the water bodies, and ਹੋਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ऑर्गेनिज्म ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਘਟ ਜਾਣਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਿਊਟਰੀਐਂਟਸ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਘਟ ਜਾਣਗੇ. A change in temperature, aquatic organisms are used to certain range of temperature in water body where they live, and a sudden marked change in this temperature would be dangerous for them or affect their breeding. The eggs and larvae of various animals are particularly susceptible to temperature changes, and if there is any change on temperature due to the any changes in environment, then that will also be affect to aquatic animals. Aquatic means those are living in the water, and that temperature is also affect to eggs of the animals who are laying in water, larva babies of the animals who are in water, and that also affect to the breeding process of the animal. Okay, but I hope you all are understood about today water and water pollution and air pollution. If anybody has any query regarding these topics and regarding any topic, then you may call to me anytime. Okay, thank you. वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह.